Hi everyone, I'm Ben, and in this video we're covering Law 11 of the 48 Laws of Power. This one is, learn to keep people dependent on you. And what this law is really about is making yourself indispensable to others. When you do this, you create dependency in the relationship. They need you for certain things, and what this allows you to do is in return exert power over that person. Now, where this comes in quite common is a boss. So someone that you work for that needs you more than you need them. And that changes the dynamic of the relationship. It in turn puts you as the person that is traditionally below the boss actually in the driver's seat. You are the one that is able to exert power over your boss more so than that person is able to exert power over you. The reason is that they are dependent on you for something. Now, the reason why this one is important is that when you're indispensable, when someone is dependent on you, they're more likely to seek out your guidance, your support, your resources, and what this does is they put more and more power in your hands. You are a bigger and bigger part of their life, and they need you to do more and more things in their lives. In the workplace, this can be a boss that relies on you to execute projects that without you, they are unable to do that. And what this does is that it changes the dynamic in the relationship. They become very, very reliant on you as the source of solutions, advice, and assistance. Now, in terms of applying this one, there are 5 key rules that you need to keep in mind. The first is you need to create a need for your presence. You need to cultivate skills, knowledge, resources, something that other people find valuable. You need to be exceptional in this area of expertise that is something that is of value or importance and that alternately is difficult for other people to replicate or for your boss to find. When you have this unique skill set or knowledge or way of doing things, you become the only person that can do that for your boss, and what in turn happens is that they become dependent on you to do that thing. If they want to have that on their scorecard, if they want to get that thing done, they need you to do it. What this means is that you become indispensable to that person, and in turn they start leaning on you a lot more. They start seeking you out for your guidance and support, and naturally they start gravitating towards you. Now, the other side of this one is you want to make sure that when you aren't present, your absence is keenly felt. That's why you want to make sure when you create the need for your presence, it's with a unique skill set, something that your boss or whomever the target is can't easily get from other people. You need to make sure that what you are bringing to the table is unique and that they can't easily get from someone else that could usurp your position. Do this and they start becoming wholly reliant on you. The second one here is to become a source for solutions. You want to be known as someone that is able to pragmatically and practically solve problems. You want the reputation as the person that people go to overcome challenges and obstacles. You want to do this by showing a willingness to provide practical solutions and help others to overcome problems. Become the problem solver that everyone needs to tap on the shoulder. Do this and people will see you as someone that they can rely upon and slowly become more dependent upon. The third one here is to control the flow of information. We've all heard the saying that information is power, and there is a lot of truth to this one, particularly as it applies to this law. When you are able to access more information and act as a filter or as a funnel or the way that a conduit that information must go through, it gives you a lot of power because 1, you are able to access a lot more information and develop insights that other people may not have. And 2, because you now control what the people above you actually hear. The information needs to go through you, so you are able to cherry pick what information does get to their ears, into their email, onto their desk, and what information does not. As you become the gatekeeper for crucial information, people will become more dependent on you. This is both for your insights and for your access to information. You will now start shaping what they think based on the information that you provide to them and the things that you don't. The fourth one here is to be reliable. In order to develop a dependency on you, you need to be consistent in what you provide the person. You need to make sure that you follow through on your commitments and you keep your promises. If you are unable to be consistent and reliable, people will not develop a need and reliance on you. They will not become reliant on you because you are not dependable. In order to be indispensable, you need to make sure that you are consistent with your commitments and consistent with your follow-through. By demonstrating reliability, other people will trust you more and they will become more comfortable in depending on you in a lot of different situations. Without this reliability, they will not have that trust. The fifth and probably the most important one here is to avoid being seen as manipulative. While applying this law, it's absolutely essential that you avoid being seen as manipulative or coercive or using tactics that will ultimately harm the relationship in the long term. What you need to be doing is building genuine connections and relationships that are built, at least as perceived as being built, on trust and mutual respect. If you are seen to be deceitful or coercive or use manipulative tactics, the person that you are trying to become indispensable to will not rely on you. They will see that you are manipulative. They will see that you are trying to play the game and that you will not become a person that they trust. Without this trust, you will not become a person that they depend upon, and that will limit your power and the way in which you can apply this law. So to wrap this one up, Law 11 of the 48 Laws of Power is a powerful tool for gaining and maintaining influence. You do this by cultivating indispensability, by providing solutions and controlling information and building loyalty to create a sense of dependency that strengthens your position in various relationships. Ultimately, this makes someone else dependent on you, which gives you the power to exert influence over that other person, be it through guidance and support or withholding things from them to use as bargaining chip to get your own way. Now, in terms of applying this one, there's 5 key rules. 1 is to create a need for your presence. 2 is to be the source of solutions. 3 is to control the flow of information. 4 is to be reliable. And the 5th is to avoid being seen as manipulative, as this undoes the entire process and will make you someone that the person will see as someone they can never, ever depend upon. Now, if you want to see a video on why it's important to always say less than necessary, click here.